to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Applied myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Go.
Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Unfazed with JJ and AJ. Before we get into today's show, man, because we got a lot to get into. We got some football, we got some boxing. We saw a great fight this past weekend. Great fight. Mm-hmm. Before we get into all that, I got to ask my boy JJ, Joe Jordan, how you feeling today, man?
Feeling good. A lot of sports this weekend. And you know, it's crazy. We've been flooded with so much sports around this time of the year that I honestly forgot the WNBA playoffs already started. So that's how much sports going on right now. So I'm ready to talk about boxing and the greatest sport to watch, NFL.
Yes, sir. And, you know, as usual, I'm feeling good. You know, my bird's 2-0. You know what I mean? We're going to talk about this boxing thing in a second. It didn't quite go the way I anticipated, but my birds made up for it and got me a dub, so I'm not mad at that. We're going to talk about that a little later. You know, I ain't got my background today, but y'all know we flying. All right? You know what I mean? I ain't got to do it every episode. Y'all know it's good. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. My boy, JJ, Joe Jordan. The fight that everyone was looking forward to. Terrence Bud Crawford versus Canelo. It was a great fight. But Terrence Crawford came out and he outboxed that man Canelo. Got the W. Took his belts. Then gave them back. I don't know if you saw that. He took his belts. Then he gave them back. He said, I'm going to get my own. So I'm going to give you yours back. It's nothing but respect. But I got to beat you up in this fight real quick and get my respect. So I got to ask you, because a lot of people are talking. I'm hearing a lot of things about, you know, is Crawford the greatest fighter of our generation? Is Crawford now better than Floyd Mayweather? Is Crawford now the GOAT? There's a lot of things being said. I got to ask you, JJ, Joe Jordan, after what you just seen, after what Crawford has accomplished in his career, is Terrence Bud Crawford now on your Mount Rushmore of boxers? On your personal Mount Rushmore of boxers.
It was tough, but I'm going to give him the nod and say yes.
Ooh.
I'm going to say yes, and I try not to be personal at the moment. But what he did was incredible. What he did was incredible. So this is let everybody know exactly what happened. So Canelo Alvarez is right now the face of boxing. He's the face of boxing. He was the undisputed champion at super middleweight. Undisputed. He has all the titles up there. Mm-hmm. And Canelo is 35 years old. Bud Crawford is 37. So Canelo is younger. Canelo had over 70 fights while Bud only had 42. So not only Canelo is younger, Canelo is more experienced. Been in a lot more fights than Canelo. Almost double the fights, right? Mm-hmm. And like I say, he's the face of boxing. And what Crawford did at this stage of his career, Max Kellerman kind of mentioned it. Crawford is 37 years old, and he was willing to risk it all, basically. He has an undefeated record. He doesn't really have a big fight under his belt, which is, I know Errol Spence is a big fight, right? He had Errol Spence, and he tore that man up. But a lot of people that lost to Canelo would have said, You finally really fought a legend and you lost.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did, not only he beat Canelo, I only had Canelo winning 2 rounds. That's it. I had
Mm-hmm.
Canelo winning the round 1 and the 5th round. That's it. So I feel like Crawford won that fight 118 and 110. Now the judges had a 116, 112, 115, 113, 115, 113 unanimous decision, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I had it a wider spread. So that's that. My Mount Rushmore is this: Muhammad Ali,
Mm-hmm.
Sugar Ray Robinson,
Okay.
Floyd Mayweather,
Okay.
and Terrence Crawford.
Interesting.
Because Terrence Crawford, he beat everybody in his like he's the best of his era. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you have to be the best in your era to be on the Mount Rushmore. So he was the best in his era, and he's unbeaten. And it's not like he was skating away from people. He was searching. He was hunting down fights, and people were running from him. Basically, it took him a while to get Errol Spence. So he was out here hunting fights, and then when he got in front of his opponent, he made it look obvious. Like we're not in the same level. And what he just pulled off, going 43-0, defeating Canelo, who Canelo is a really good boxer. Like I said, he's a face of boxing right now. I
Mm-hmm.
think that right there is, like I said, if he'd have lost that, that would have dropped him nowhere. He would not be in the conversation of best in the era. He would not even be in the conversation in this era. But because he beat Canelo, now he's in GOAT conversations now because the
Right.
man is undefeated. So shout out to Bud Crawford.
Shout out to Bud. Before we do that, man, Joe, you want to read off this super chat or you want me to take care of it? We got a super chat from
Oh, I didn't see
somebody,
that.
Ty from the red corner.
Yes, sir.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in to that. I'll read it. Says shout out to the best network, Bud the GOAT. Make sure y'all go back and watch the episode from In the Red Corner. Tomo and Ty had Bud winning. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all, man. I not gonna lie, I had Canelo winning. Now, I want to say this. I knew going into this fight that Terrence Crawford was the better technical fighter. I knew that he was the better pure boxer. My question was moving up basically 3 weight classes because if I'm not mistaken, he only had one fight at 154 before he moved all the way up to 168. So I'm like, moving up basically 3 weight classes. That's a lot. And you challenging a guy that is the champ in his weight class, right? Really untouched for real at his weight class. Nobody's seeing him. Canelo at his natural weight. Canelo don't have to really make no adjustments. He got to make adjustments to you as a fighter, right? But as far as like adding and taking away weight and things of that nature, having to move up or down, he don't have to do that. So Bud is moving up, chasing him while Canelo is chilling, right? And so I'm just thinking from that standpoint, I'm thinking, is Bud's power gonna be there the same? Is it gonna be more? Is it gonna be less? More importantly, is his speed gonna be there? That was a big question mark for me. Is his footwork and his movements gonna be there, like it was before? Like those are big questions. And then the biggest question, can he take a punch from Canelo? We know Canelo is a heavy hitter. Now I know he hasn't, finished the guy in a little bit now, but we all know Canelo is a heavy hitter. Them punches hurt, right? So I'm just like, I know Crawford is the better boxer, but I lean towards Canelo because I just can't see nobody moving up 3 weight classes and beating a guy that's the man in his weight classes or in his weight class. But man, I knew early on, Crawford about to win this fight. Terrence Crawford make everybody look so slow, Joe. He make everybody look so slow. Like you can't. He counters so fast. His punching speed is ridiculous. His power is ridiculous. Like he make everybody look kind of foolish, especially fighting the people. Especially that's fair. He walks around at 180. I didn't know that going into this fight. I thought he was a smaller guy, but then when he added the weight, it looked natural to him, and at the same time, it didn't look like some guys go up in weight or go down in weight, and their body just looked just weird, and it's like, you probably shouldn't be fighting at this weight, but that wasn't the case for Crawford. So, listen, he went out there, he outclassed Canelo. You could tell Canelo was shocked. He said in an interview after the fight, he's like, I tried everything. Like, and he just had an answer for everything, and he took Canelo by surprise. He knew he was a great fighter. I don't think he knew how great of a fighter he was. So shout out to Bud, and what he's accomplished. Now I want to get to my Mount Rushmore. I know one name I'm going to mention is going to throw some people off. but this is my guy. It's my guy. So I'm gonna put it out there. I'm gonna say it because this is my guy. All right. So I'm gonna get to answer the question in a second. On my Mount Rushmore, I got Ali. We know who Ali is. He got the 56 wins. I've been seeing a lot of Ali disrespect lately too, and I haven't been liking it. Like from Floyd and from what's the Shakur. I've been seeing Shakur like he not one of them. Like he nice, but he ain't on my Mount Rushmore. It's like how you exclude Ali, bro? Like not only what he did in the ring, but everything he did outside of the ring, and then classic fights like the Thriller in Manila, and you know what I mean, fighting in the air. I got it down. You got Ken Norton. You got Sonny Liston. You got George Foreman. I mean, come on now, Joe Frazier. I mean, he fighting with some sluggers. Hey, there ain't no sluggers in the sport like back then, bro. Those guys really.
Rounds too.
I mean, come on now. Like, so Ali got to be in there. So the way I'm doing this, I'm starting with guys that one of these guys I didn't see live, but I saw later on highlights and things of that nature, going back and watching old fights. This next guy was in his prime when I was very, very young. Very, very young. But this over time became my guy. Roy Jones.
Oh, yeah, Roy Jones. Yeah,
Roy Jones Jr. That's, bro. I don't think Roy get the respect he deserves. 66 wins, 10 losses, 47 knockouts. He was pound for pound the best fighter at his peak. He was the fighter of the decade in the 90s. Like, I mean, multiple time champion in multiple different weight classes. You know, first undisputed light heavyweight champion. Like, at his peak, talk about power, talk about speed, talk about movement, swiftness, like, and showmanship in the ring. Like it ain't too many messing with Roy Jones. Like, that's just who it is. Then
before
my next one.
Before you move on to the next one, Roy Jones also moved up 2 weight classes. He moved up from lightweight to heavyweight, and won a title.
So question, because I know this was mentioned before, and I want to ask you this question. When I say Crawford moved up 3, do you really count it as 3, or do you count it as 2? Because he only had what was it, 1 fight at 154 though. You know what I mean? So it's like you didn't really like technically it's only 2, but you only had 1 fight at 54. So it's like I kind of counted as.
But he was there, so
he was there. He was there for a moment. He was there for a moment. So, and I feel like he got there to test out how his body felt. He was like, okay, I'm good. I can keep going. So when I say that, just to clarify what I'm saying, So that's how I think of it. Like, if you only had 1 fight at that weight class, then you practically moved up 3. You know what I mean? But I got Roy now, and this is not in order. I have Terrence Crawford.
Okay.
I have Terrence Crawford, and I was trying to do my best to not be prisoner of the moment when I was watching the fight. But when we talk about fighters that I have seen in my lifetime, it ain't too many messing with Bud Crawford.
No,
It's just not. Like, the way his fighting style, his technique, his power. You know how he just makes guys that are world class fighters look like they normal people. They're just a normal person out there. Like, the Errol Spence fight, again, I picked against Bud again, thinking Errol Spence was gonna have something for Bud, and that was, I can't remember the last time I've seen an elite fighter the likes of Errol Spence get dominated like that in a ring. Like, that was one of the most lopsided, 2 fighters undefeated fighting at their best I've ever seen, bro. Like, that was absolutely insane. Had me at the bar stunned, right? So much so that Canelo and others are saying, Terrence, you ain't fought nobody that's elite. You ain't fought no elite fighters. And I'm like, nobody go bring up Spence? Like, we ain't go disrespect Big. I know he went out there, he demolished him, but we ain't go disrespect Big Fish like he ain't Errol Spence. Like, come on now. Like, he is an elite fighter. But then, again, so you got that fight, and then you got this Canelo fight where, again, you moving up in weight, and you just making Canelo look like he nothing. So, like, I just eye test, just the numbers, him still being undefeated, where he is, what he's accomplished. I mean, this man undisputed in 3 different weight classes. Like, I don't at this point, you just gotta give it to him. And then last but not least, say what you want about Bud Crawford. Say what you want about Ali. Say what you want about Tyson. You could call him Floyd Mayweather. You could call him Pretty Boy Floyd. I like to call him Money. Cause bruh, that's my GOAT. I don't care what nobody says. May what? That's my GOAT. Undisputed on that Mount Rushmore. What he's accomplished. I don't care if you Ricky Hatton got, RIP to him, he just passed away, but I don't care if you him. I don't care if you Oscar De La Hoya. I don't care if you're Pacquiao. I don't care who you are in that ring. Shane Mosley. You know what I mean? It don't matter who you are. Ortiz. Money gonna go in there and get the Ortiz. Money, money gonna go. He gonna get in there. And the thing I love about him is number one. The thing about Money is he started off as a knockout artist. He was a power puncher. He took a lot of licks in the early part of his career. Took a lot of punches. Then he broke them hands and said, I got to change how I fight now. I got to be more of a defensive fighter, and became the greatest defensive fighter of all time, bar none. We talk about what Terrence just did to Canelo. I mean, Floyd, in my opinion, Floyd made him look worse, in my opinion. I mean, he's just showboating on Canelo. Canelo swinging, hitting the ropes, and Floyd, now granted, Canelo's younger. He's not this version of Canelo now. But, I mean, at the time, Floyd 36. You know what I mean? So, to me personally, I do not think Bud is better than Floyd Mayweather. If I had to put my money on someone, I think it'd be a sticky fight. But somebody got to show me they could touch Floyd. You got to touch him first. Somebody got to show me they could touch Floyd at his peak for me to say someone is better. But I got Ali, I got Roy Jones, I got Mayweather, and I got Crawford on my Mount Rushmore.
Now, don't get me wrong. Roy Jones is in our parents' era, is like a fan favorite. When we were kids, basically, like you said, we were kids. That he was he was nice. I ain't gonna lie. And I'm with you with Floyd. Now, people don't like Floyd because his fighting style, all that stuff. But like you said, he was chasing the money and messing with his hands. And what I say, I know Ty sat here and said Bud is better than Floyd. Bud would beat Floyd. See, here's the thing though, Floyd also fought everybody. Yes. Now, except for Pacquiao. Pacquiao, he kind of skated a little bit. He did. Because of the drugs and all the illegal drugs they say he was taking, all that stuff. But he ended up fighting Pacquiao. But he didn't fight Pacquiao when he was on his run. Because I feel like everybody Floyd was beating, Pacquiao was fighting him after that and knocking him out. Everybody, come on, you gotta see this dude. But he did fight everybody though. He fought every fighter in his era.
Especially when he wasn't on the A side. People forget that he wasn't always on the A side.
Yeah, I think the De La Hoya fight. Yeah, I think the De La Hoya fight brought him to the A side when he beat Oscar De La Hoya. So who's also a legend in boxing. So, and when he fought Canelo was what, 23, 24 years old?
Yeah,
20. This year Canelo is by the time he had 50 fights though, 40 fights. It was some craziness. And Floyd's, the thing about Bud, okay, how about this? When Floyd's fights are on display for the world, okay, I'm gonna say this. Floyd made more money because he knew how to promote, right? Mm-hmm. But let's talk about the actual fight in the ring. Mm-hmm. I believe Bud Crawford fights keep more eyes on boxing
for sure.
Than Floyd. Because people walk away from Floyd fighting and be like, oh my God, just they left stuff on the table. When you watch Bud fight, he ain't leave nothing on the table.
Entertaining.
Not only you can hit him, but he's showing you that it don't affect me. But then it's hard to hit him at the same time. And his counters, oh my goodness. Yeah. He's throwing 3 punches at a time per counter. So, but Floyd was different. Floyd was just hard to get to. Floyd played a card game. He's smart. He aggressive early, and then he start skating towards the end of the round. Yep. I mean, he said the name of the game is to hit and not get hit. So, I'm not knocking him.
He wasn't getting hit too many times.
He was not. Every time he got hit, it was a big thing. I remember he fought Marcus Madonna. Madonna rushed him one time and hit him. Everyone oh!
Right.
And after that, it was a wrap.
Yeah. Or when he fought Shane, I like to think back to the Shane Mosley fight where he got one of the times he got rocked in the Mosley fight. Yeah. And he was rocked in there that whole round, and then he held him. But after that,
It was
He
a
was
wrap.
on it. Like nobody made in-ring adjustments, in my opinion, better than Floyd Mayweather.
No.
Like
Mhm.
I'm gonna figure you out within the first few rounds, and then for the rest of this fight, it's over with. You ain't touching me for the rest of this fight. If you was able to touch me in the first few rounds,
Facts.
but
Shout out
that's
to
me.
his
But I
pops.
do think Crawford is up there. But that man fought and beat 23 world champions. He fought and beat 23 world champions. Now I know that they may have not all been at their peaks. But like you gotta understand too, I want people to understand this about Floyd and we can move on. Floyd, when was Floyd's peak? Like we always talking about Floyd duck fighters or Floyd didn't fight fighters in his peak. And then his fault that his peak was forever, it seemed like. Where he went from Pretty Boy Floyd to Money Mayweather and it was like going from number 8 Kobe to number 24. That ain't his fault. Like, he was able to sustain that longevity throughout his career, change up the way he was fighting, and still win. So he's cemented in my opinion. People can say what they want. He ducked this, he ducked that, he didn't fight it. To me, he's cemented, and he's fought better competition over his career than Terrence Crawford.
That's not Terrence
Undeniably,
Crawford's fault, though. It is.
it's not his fault, but
Mhm.
it's the truth though.
It's because, like, Terrence was fishing though. He was like, "Come on, y'all, I'm trying to fight.
Yeah, that's
I'm
very
trying to
true.
fight." And you did mention this before we move on. Yes, Floyd, he did his thing, but you said that Terrence Crawford 3 times, 3 undisputed champion in 3 different weight classes. The only male to do that in the 4 belt era, by the way.
That's fair.
So that's big. But Floyd did say belts don't pay you money, don't pay your
Yeah.
bills. He said championships don't pay bills. Money does.
Yeah,
So he wasn't really chasing those belts. He was chasing that money.
that's fair. That's fair.
So, but what's fair is a tush push fair. I'm just playing. But anyways, the Eagles and Chiefs, right? The Eagles won against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl rematch, and the Chiefs thought they would get their revenge, but they did not. And the Eagles kept their foot on their neck. They did. They got the lead, and they kept the lead throughout the game. So, AJ, this is a big question because there's a lot of questions circulating y'all being 2-0 on how y'all look. People comparing y'all to the 2023 season. A lot of stuff, right? Man, people are definitely talking about the Chiefs. First time Mahomes lost 3 games in a row in his career. First time since Andy Reid's first year as the Chiefs, going 0-2. Things are different right now. But does the Eagles win say more about y'all, the Eagles? Because y'all don't see his background. Just in case you're just pulling up. Y'all, the Eagles, or
Birds.
the Kansas City Chiefs?
I should have got the flag. I be forgetting the flag. That's my issue, man. That's my issue. It's all good. But watching that game, I think at this point I know what the Eagles are right now. You have a new offensive coordinator, right? This is not the first time we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles start off slow. Miles, my boy Miles, you ain't lying about my boy Makuba.
Oh, baby.
Oh, you good? You ain't lying about my boy Makuba. He a dog. He a dog. I rock with Makuba, man. He has been a really good replacement for CJ. He has. Now Mahomes did truck him earlier in the game, but he made up for it with a nice third and 1 stop. And then he had that pick in the red zone that really saved the day. But I think right now the Eagles there's a lot going on, right? You got some new personnel on defense, right? And offensively, you are trying to adjust to a new play caller and a new coordinator, right? And even though he's been there for a while, I feel like he's trying to mesh a lot of the offenses that he's seen over the last 3-4 years in Philadelphia and trying to perfect the offense. And so it's a process, and it's frustrating to watch because I think my dog get a lot of shade because, he only had 100 passing yards this game, or he only had 152 passing yards another game. There are times where you look at the film and you say, Jalen, most notably last year against the Panthers, you look and you say Jalen was just flat out missing reads in this game. And then you have other games where you look at the all 22s and it's like, bro, where he supposed to go with the ball? Like if he throw it here, it's putting it in harm's way. Maybe he could take that risk, but he'd rather not take that risk. I'd rather just take off a run, or I'd rather just take my check down. So from that standpoint, it's frustrating. But I know the Eagles will catch their groove, and it's going to take time. I say that to say, to me, this win said more about the Chiefs than it said about Philly. The Chiefs, and I'm going to say it all season long, this Chiefs team is not the same Chiefs team that we have seen over the last X amount of years since Mahomes has been a starter in the National Football League. Joe, they won the battle of total yards. Mahomes had more passing yards, right? Mahomes had more passing yards than Jalen Hurts. They had more rushing yards. They had more yards per play. I'm sorry, they had one less rushing yard. They had one less rushing yard than the Philadelphia Eagles, and they had more yards per play. So you got them in total yards, passing yards, and yards per play, and you go out there and lose about 3 points. You practically, I won't say you dominated the game because I can't go that far, but you had the game within reach. And one play slips between Travis Kelce's hands, goes to Andrew Makuba, and it's going the other way, and it shifts the complete momentum of the football game. For the most part, you had Saquon Barkley bottled up. Everybody knew we was going to target AJ Brown this game some more. We did, but the pressure was getting home, so we couldn't get him on those big explosives that we wanted, right? We knew Devontae Smith was going to catch more passes. He did this football game. We kind of knew what the Philadelphia Eagles was going to do. The Chiefs defense stepped up, and I think overall, the Chiefs defense played well. But offensively, Joe, Patrick Mahomes, first off, his weapons ain't that this year. His weapons just ain't that. Guys are injured. Guys are suspended. So, you're dealing with that, right? Travis Kelce don't look like Travis Kelce. He has his moments. Big time. I think it was 31 catch. He caught it basically off the ground with one hand and then ran with it up in the air, stiff arming my guy. I think it was Makuba. Yeah. So he made that big play. I think he had another play going up the sidelines on a drag route, going up, caught it, then went up the sidelines and was doing some celebrating right before the interception, right before the ball slipped between his hands on the interception. He has his moments, but he still don't look like Travis Kelce, and it looked like he's reaching for it.
Yeah,
like he's trying to. He's like, I know I'm not what I used to be, but I'm trying to rev myself. I'm trying to make some plays and rev myself up like I am who I used to be, when he not. And then on top of those issues, not having your weapons, Travis Kelce not being quite the same guy that he once was, the running game nowhere to be found. So Mahomes only positive yards you getting on the ground is Mahomes running. Right? You had 121 rushing yards. Mahomes probably had 80 to 90 of them. You know what I mean? So the running game not going at all. And with all those things put in a pot, you sprinkle a little salt on top. Mahomes missing guys. Left and right. Overthrowing, underthrowing. It's like, yo, what am I watching? It is fatigue. It is fatigue. And I know the Eagles didn't smoke them this game, right? But this is one of those games that it was clear. In Arrowhead, they wanted it. They wanted to win that game. They wanted to win it. They came out early. They was hitting hard. They was tackling. They was playing hard offensively. Mahomes was geeked. They just seemed like the energy was very high. And then throughout the game, it just kind of especially after the interception, it kind of just went downhill. You saw the morale kind of like, man, they about to score. And we went up 20-10, and it's just, Mahomes had that big play, but, that was it. And then you got guys like, Chris Jones, a champ. You're a champion. A champion. While the Eagles are in victory formation. Talking to Jalen Hurts, someone said, man, you ain't even have 100 yards. First off, he had 101. Technically, he did have 100 yards. All right, technically. But number two, bro, you're a champion. Like Jalen Hurts said, we won the game, bro. To paraphrase what he said. You ain't say that exactly, but to paraphrase. We won the game, bro. Chill out. Cut all that out. Y'all lost. You up here talking about stats? I guarantee Pat Mahomes would rather switch those stat lines if it meant that they'd be 1-1 this week instead of 0-2. So it's like, I'm looking at this Chiefs team. I think they're tired. I think they're fatigued. Maybe they kick it up later on. I'm not obviously going to say they're going to lose every game. I still have them making the playoffs. But this Chiefs team is not the same Chiefs team we are accustomed to seeing. I question it all right now. And as well as that defense played against us, I question if we're going to see them play the same way throughout the rest of the season. Because they didn't have that same energy for the Chargers, a division rival. They had it for us because we beat them. And we was in Arrowhead. Let's see how they look going forward. I don't think the defense is going to look as good.
Okay. I think it said more about the Eagles.
Okay.
All right. So look, just hear me out, okay? Hear me out. As y'all can see, I'm a Commander fan, so you probably know where it's coming from. All right? I'm a Commander fan. Jalen Hurts was 15-22. 101 passing yards, 15 rushing yards on nine attempts. That's 116 yards total. 0 touchdowns. No turnovers, which is good. Even though he almost had one the first play of the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Remind you of the Super Bowl back in 2022. And
And he did have a push touchdown though. Just want to say.
oh my bad. Oh my bad.
No,
He did.
no passing touchdowns.
You
No,
right.
no
The one that went 4 star. I'm bad. You right. But here's the thing though. This also is crazy. He's 29th in air yards. 29th.
Yeah.
He's 34th in passes 10 yards plus. Right in front of Tyrod Taylor. And Tyrod Taylor got 11 attempts for the year. But the reason why I say it says more about y'all is this. Y'all have a good enough team to compete with anybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Including the Chiefs. But when it comes down to the nitty-gritty where the Chiefs squeeze out all these wins, y'all have a leader who is just as mentally tough as a Chiefs leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I learned, for real. That dawned on me. It's like, okay, the Chiefs win all these close games. It's because they have a mental edge on everybody in the league. They just have that winning mentality. That mentality that like, okay, we're going to find a way to win. And when y'all get to that range, when it's a close game, the Eagles, for some reason, find a way to win because you have a guy who's leading the troops that have a good mentality. That's Jalen Hurts' superpower. He has a great winning mindset. And you need that, especially for a quarterback, as in any leader in any organization. So Hurts' numbers ain't going to be the best all the time. Like I said, I read the numbers out just to let everybody know, like, I mean, I'm not talking about he just went out here and went crazy. Right. It's the mental part of it. Because you just said Mahomes would trade the stats. He would, because that's what he been doing the last 2 years. The last 2 years, he has not been in MVP conversations at all. At all. They tried to squeeze him in there because it was undefeated, whatever their record was, but his numbers were trash. Yeah. But he didn't care. He sacrificed that because he knew they had a good defense, and all he had to do was take care of the ball. And that's what Hurts does. And I watched the all 22 also. I watched the jump for the Cowboys. I felt like that whole game, Hurts made the right decision. Even on the first touchdown, he could have had Goddard. I think he had Goddard in the end zone. But it was, it was iffy. It was iffy. But he's like, you know what? I'm going to just run it. And he ran in there for a touchdown. And then I watched the Chiefs game. I mean, they blitzed y'all more than half the time. He was getting blitzed almost every play. Although Hurts has one of the least amount of attempts in the league, he's like 6 and being blitzed in the league right now. He's like 6 in the NFL. So that's like the motto on Hurts, man. When you play Philly, it's blitz him, right? But when you watch the all 22 from that game, I mean, it ain't. I'm not gonna blame the OC. It is. I don't know. It's not there. I mean, there's stuff. There's small windows here and there, but in this type of game, is it worth it? Our defense is doing their job. I'm just not gonna turn the ball. I'm gonna play it. Basically, I'm gonna play it safe. Yeah. So that's why I said like the roster. It's not taken away from Hurts. The roster y'all have, y'all can compete with any team. Y'all can compete with anybody. The Ravens, the Bills, the Chiefs, and on top of that, y'all not gonna make the mental mistakes at the end of these games. Y'all don't do that. Y'all don't make mental dumb mistakes like Carl, like the Ravens do. The Ravens make crazy mistakes. You're like, what the heck is going on? You know, the Chiefs don't make these mistakes. That's why when we saw Kelsey do that, he's like you say, like, now I'm not gonna say he was pressing. It was just the timing. Like he even had his head, like his head wouldn't even turn around before Mahomes threw it. Like as soon as Mahomes threw it, it was like bang bang. You know what I mean? So maybe it's a pressing part of it, you know. But y'all have a leader that's leading the troops that can go toe to toe Mahomes up here, literally. So that's why I said this game told us that, because the Chiefs, like, I don't want to bring us in there, but here's an example. Like the Bengals were 0-2 last year, and they played us at home, and everybody like, nah, they're gonna win. They gotta win this game. They about to go 0-3, and we won. And it was like, that told me a lot. Like, yo, the Bengals really, I get it, they 0-3, but they really wanted to win this game.
Yeah.
And it's like the Chiefs. The Chiefs were 0-1. They already lost the Super Bowl. They never lost 3 in a row. Mahomes and the troops really wanted to win this game, and they at home, and they still lost. So that's why I say it says more about y'all.
It says something about a guy who, you know what the talk is going to be after a game like that when you only have 100 passing yards, no passing touchdowns. Like, oh, look, I mean, he ain't throwing the ball downfield. He not doing this. He not doing that. And it's like, I always, knowing how he plays now, the man is so focused on winning the game. Like, it to me, I care more about his stats than he do. And it's clear. Like, I'll be looking like, all right, let's get up to a certain, I ain't gonna lie, I'll be looking. I'm gonna be honest with the people. They be like, bro, we ain't got 100 yards, bro. Come on, man. Like, we trying to win, bro. At least give me 150. At least give me 150. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. And I got him on one of my fantasy teams, too. So I'll be like, all right, bro, let's kick this up a little bit. But it'd be clear to me, like, watching him play, he don't care. He literally is all about, like you said, if the defense is balling, and their defense is playing us a certain way, and them plays not there, I'm not about to try to force them plays, because a lot of times one turnover can shift the momentum of the game.
Yeah.
That Chiefs game was decided by one turnover. One play truly decided that game, in my opinion. That interception returned back to, I want to say, the 50-yard line, truly determined the game. So Hurts sees that. He just experienced it in the playoffs this past year. Almost every round he played somebody, the ball was turned over. Like in the Commanders game, Jaden turned the ball over at the end. The game was pretty much over, but the fumbles and everything like that occurred prior to, right? The game where we played the Packers. Jordan Love threw 3 interceptions. You know what I mean? Like Stafford, I don't think. They fumbled.
Kyler Williams fumbled.
Yeah,
and Matthew Stafford fumbled, I think.
Yep. So two turnovers there, and then we all know what happened in the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you look at those examples and you say, listen, like you said, we have a good enough team where I don't care what they saying about me. I don't care what the fans think. I care about winning, and I understand that there are moments, there are times for me to take risks. There are times when the defense isn't playing as well, or things aren't going in the way that we want it to go, and I have to go out here and put on the cape and really do extra. And when it's time to do that, I got to go out here and do that. But in the process of trying to win this game in Arrowhead, I'm getting blitzed like crazy, and I know you say you don't want to blame the coordinator for anything, but my biggest thing with our offensive coordinator, and really with the Philadelphia Eagles over the course of the time that Sirianni has been there, is they have struggled over the years for having an answer for the blitz in general. That's been a thing. They don't have no hot routes. You get a zero blitz at the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody blitzing the Eagles, and every receiver, every tight end is on a fly route.
Yeah, y'all legit got AJ Brown doing like 3 different routes the whole game.
Come on, man. The creativity, and it bothers me as an Eagles fan because you got so many weapons to be creative with. It's so many things you could do with Saquon. It's so many ways you could utilize Devontae Smith. It's so many ways you could utilize AJ Brown. But we got these guys running the same routes and doing the same stuff, and it's like the same tape every year. It's talent on talent. Can we out talent y'all? Can we out mentally will y'all? It's frustrating to see. So while I can acknowledge hearing those numbers and seeing those numbers with the whole Tyrod Taylor comparison and all that, it's like, oh my gosh, bro. I hate it. I'm not gonna lie.
AJ Brown did too.
I know a lot of them do. But at the end of the day, the most important thing to me as a fan is winning. Because danged if you do, danged if you don't, Joe. You go out there and have a great passing game and you lose the game, they're gonna troll you because you lost. You go out there and you don't get no big time numbers, but you win, they're gonna troll you because you ain't had no big time numbers.
Exactly.
You go out there and you do both. You get all the passing yards, all the rushing yards, and you win. And you win the Super Bowl. They're gonna say, look at the team you got. I mean, come on, bro. Like, that's what you was supposed to be doing. Look at the team you got. Now you still ain't better than Cam and better than this and better than that. You're still barely top 10. Anybody could come do it with these. Like, so it's like, Hurts like, man, I'm gonna just do what I do and go out here and win these games and stack my resume that way. And I respect it. It. So that's why long-winded way of saying that's why I feel like watching the game. I'm watching the game because I'm an Eagles fan, but I'm also looking at Kansas City like, y'all want to win this game. I know y'all want to win this game, and y'all struggling. It looked just like 2023. And in 2023, a turnover helped determine that game. Remember, Patrick Mahomes in the red zone tried to throw the ball. I forget. I want to say it was another tight end, and Kevin Byard picked it off. and kneeled in the end zone in 2023, and that didn't seal the game, but that shifted momentum of the
And
game.
then Devontae Smith catch. Same thing.
Hey, Devontae, and then in this game, Devontae,
Wow.
bro, set almost the identical script, bro. Like, it's crazy. So the Chiefs got a lot to do. They got a lot of making up to do, man. Honestly, but I like I said, I don't think they're the same team, man.
Bro,
I
Devontae
sure
Smith,
don't.
man, like I'm telling you,
Dog.
man. Like when this 1-on-1 and it's like 1-on-1 with Devontae Smith, I'm like, dang, it's gonna be a catch, bro. That's gonna be a catch, bro.
Hey, like Jalen Hurts said, man, he fell on his back, but he came up in the clutch.
That was tough. I ain't gonna lie.
Bro, he be having them on the fly, bro. On the fly.
It's funny because he stuttered. He said he went down, but he came up in the clutch.
right.
That's
Like, bro,
nothing on that.
like,
That
bro,
was
sure.
tough. That was tough. I ain't gonna lie. That was tough.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
But speaking on things being tough, Joe Burrow
woo,
down,
Bengals.
turf toe. They say he could miss up to 3 months. I don't know if we have an update as of now, but they say he could miss up to 3 months. Now, they did come out and they did get the victory. They did come out and get the win. They are 2-0 for the first time in forever. But now they don't potentially have Joe Burrow for the next 3 months. I got to ask you, Joe, do you think the Bengals season is over?
Yes.
Whew.
I think it's over. They're cooked. But let me. So look, first let me say this. Before I get to that, this is Joe Burrow's third time in his career that he's missing significant time in the season. Third time in 2020, and then every time he gets hurt, the timing is like so bad.
Horrible.
In,
Yeah.
in 2020, on track to win Rookie of the Year, we all know Chase Young injured his knee, week 11, missed the rest of the season. He doesn't win Rookie of the Year. Remember, with no accolades, Joe Burrow, right? In 2023, they will start off 0-2 like they always do, and then they won 5 out of their last 6 games while being on a 4-game win streak and off of back-to-back wins versus Buffalo and the 49ers. They playing Baltimore. They on a roll. He gets hurt, out for the year. And then this year, he plays the most time he played in preseason. They finally go 1-0, and then you get hurt. It's like, dang, and I do remember in 2023, Jake Browning came in and he did a good job. He came in the last 7 games of the season. They went 4-3. He had a 71% completion percentage, 266 yards a game, 11 passing touchdowns, 14 total with 8 interceptions. So he did turn the ball over, 8 interceptions, but he did pretty good. And they went 4-3 at a winning record, right? But think about this. Burrow is going to be out, like you said, at least 3 months. So I went to my calendar from Sunday, 3 months. All right, 3 months, right? I did that. And the next best available game he could play is in week 15 against the Ravens at home. That's December 14th. So these are all the games before that. They already got 2 wins. These are home games. Lions, Steelers, Jets, Bears, Patriots, Ravens. Don't sound too bad. They could probably beat the Patriots, the Bears, the Jets, maybe the Steelers, right? It's 4 wins right there. What they doing on the road? They got the Vikings with JJ. He's hurt, so they might win. Broncos on the road, Packers on the road, Steelers on the road, Ravens on the road, Bills on the road. AJ, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I could see only 5 wins at best. The way he could turn. He came in the game, AJ, and threw 3 turnovers, threw 3 interceptions, and he ain't even played the whole game. So he's going to throw that rock because he got the weapons, but he's prone to throw some turnovers. So do I see them making the playoffs without Joe Burrow? AJ, the Bengals.
You're done, son.
I was not expecting that. Hey, Joe, I did the same thing. And you said everything I was going to say, but we disagree on the answer at the end.
Oh, my gosh.
We disagree on it. Listen, Jake Browning, he going to turn the ball over. But one thing is for sure, he going to push that ball downfield. And he going to give you a chance. He going to give a Chase a chance to win some games. He gonna get Higgins a chance to win some games. He gonna get that coaching staff a chance to win some games. Now, I went down the schedule, and I did the same thing. So I'll give you what I think, because I think there's a chance, like you said, that he can win 5 games and go 5-7. If you go 5-7, keep in mind they 2-0 right now. You already got a decent head start. You be 7-7 by the time Burrow come back. You probably still like in the hunt, in the hunt. You're not fighting for the division anymore, but you fighting for like that 6 or 7 wild card spot at that point. And if Burrow can come now, when he comes back, he has to be Burrow. He has to be who he is. But if he comes back and can win those last few games of the season, I think you still have a chance of making it. So I'm not ruling them out. I think that now with J.J. McCarthy being out, I think you can win in Minnesota. I think the Broncos game is a little tough. I think the Lions game is tough. The Packers game also would be tough. But I think the Packers are peaking very early. I think they are peaking very early. I think they're getting a boost from Micah being there, and they just playing at a whole nother level right now. I'm interested in seeing the Packers on the road. But the Packers game will be tough. I like what I'm seeing out of Aaron Rodgers. I think they could beat the Steelers. I think they could beat Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh defense looked terrible, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They got. Listen, bro. And I know my boy Vaughn. He probably gonna be hearing this. I'm sorry, bro. I picked up your defense in fantasy, so I'm dealing with it, bro. You got Slay, you got Ramsey, you got a good defensive line. Them boys out there. I mean, my goodness, bro. Giving up everything. It's just I don't know, man. I don't like what I'm seeing from the Steelers defensively. Now Rodgers is playing well. Good. He looked good, but defensively, I feel like it's a game that they can win. I feel like that's a game that you can win. The Jets, up and down. Fields look good too, but Fields, he kind of can be up and down as well, especially towards the middle part of the season. He might start off hot, but towards the middle part of the season, I think we'll really start to see who Justin Fields is going to be at that point in the season. The Bears still look like the Bears of last year, and that game is in Cincinnati. Both the Steelers game, the first Steelers game and the Jets game, they're in Cincinnati, right? So I think you can win those games. That's a 3-game stretch. That's the Steelers, the Jets, and Bears. You got to win them, but they are winnable games. Those are winnable games, right? Then you got the Patriots. The Patriots been kind of up and down too. It's a lot of games that's kind of they could win it if Jake plays well, and then some of these games you probably not gonna win. It's just you playing Detroit the way Detroit playing. That's not gonna happen. No. I don't think you beat the Packers. I don't think you beat the Ravens or the Bills. No. I don't care if it's on the road or at home. Some of them games you obviously gonna lose, but you got enough games in there that you could eke out wins to have me saying the Bengals. If Burrow could come back and they are 7-7, I think they'll be in the hunt, and they won't be done. But it gets tricky because in the NFL, the game you supposed to win against the Bears, you get blown out for whatever reason. Because Jake Brown will go out there and throw 5 picks for whatever reason. He just have a bad day. He throw 4 or 5 picks, and the game you were supposed to win, you lost. But then you mess around and you I don't know, upset Green Bay or something. I think it's a lot of football left. You know how I feel about Joe Burrow. I think you still got a lot of weapons there, and I think Jake could get 5 wins in 12 games. He can get you 5. He already got you 1. It don't count towards the 5 yet, but he already got you. It was an ugly game, but hey,
Trevor Lawrence got him that win.
hey, but listen, you finna go up against Fields, right? Fields will give you 1. You about to go up against Caleb. Caleb will give you 1.
It was hurt too.
I mean, yeah. You know what I mean? I'm assuming he's gonna be back by that time, but that Fields will give you 1. Caleb, Caleb is kind of up and down. He could give you 1. I don't like Bo Nix. I thought he'd be a little better to start. He might give you 1. I don't think they done, Joe. I don't think they done. I'm not ready to write them off just yet.
Bo Nix or Bo Picks? All right, look. So, AJ, aren't you the same one that said the Bengals would miss the playoffs?
Woo! I did say that.
You the same one that said, I don't trust the defense?
Yeah.
I did that one. Did you see that O-line Burrows behind? Oh, by the way, do you know that this is a crazy stat? Andrew Luck
I saw this. Yep.
and 6.8 hits per game, and Joe Burrow is at 6.6.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And Andrew Luck retired because of that. Like,
Yep.
that's ridiculous. But AJ, come on, man. I gotta refresh your memory. Let me hit the refresh button. All right. The Bengals gonna miss the playoffs. The Bengals defense, I don't trust. I don't know if you're missing the O-line, but we all know the O-line.
Yeah,
And we think Jake Browning gonna come in and save the day? No. I'm sorry, Jake Browning, I get you, man. You have a shot because we gotta play the games regardless. But if I had put anything on it, I'm taking the under. I'm taking the under. All right, I'm taking the under for sure. So no, they're done, bro. His schedule is too hard, and these gimmies we're looking at, he's not gonna win every. That's
true.
not, you know what I mean. He's gonna lose
That's
one
true.
of these sorry teams. Maybe the Jets might beat them. You saw what they did with the Steelers all week one. So we'll see, man. I
just think it's a lot of football left to be played, and I said that the Bengals won't make the playoffs, and I'm standing by that. They don't make the playoffs, but like I'm not willing to say they are done yet, because I'm not asking Jake Browning to go out there and go 12-0. I'm not asking him to go out there and go 10-2. I'm asking you, give me 5 games. Give me 5 games of good football. You said before, hey, he was 4-3, just a few years ago.
Yeah,
so
I gotta tell you what he played.
That's fair. That's fair. But I mean, some of these teams look like they probably just as sweet as the 4 teams he beat before, right? You're gonna take a lot of L's, right? But like you said, this is football. You're gonna lose a gimme game probably, but you might catch somebody slipping. You might. It ain't gonna be the Ravens, right? And we can't account for that, but it's football. It happens too, right? And so, they are 2-0 right now. It'd be one thing if they was 0-2. It'd be another thing if they was 1-1. But they 2-0. They 2-0. So with being 2-0, you give yourself a small cushion, just a small cushion. If you could just get 5 wins and get to 7-7, you will at least be in the hunt. Mm-hmm. And I think they have a chance to be in the hunt. So I'm not willing to say they done just yet.
Yeah, man.
Now, if I had to bet, would I bet? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I wasn't betting on them when they had you. So I ain't betting on them now. But my football mind is like, not yet. Because it's not like Jake Browning is the worst backup quarterback ever. He's been in that system for years too. You know what I mean? So, and I think there's also something to be said, and we can move on. There's something to be said for thrusting a quarterback in there after the starting quarterback gets hurt. Like, you don't get those first team reps. Exactly. You don't game plan. You don't get those first team reps. So you get thrown in a situation, and he's been here before, but. And Joe Burrow, I hate to say it, is injury prone because of all the hits he's took over the course of his career. You're kind of like, I gotta be ready, but there's a whole nother. There's being ready just in case a guy goes down, and there's I gotta be ready because I know I'm playing this week. That's a whole nother ball game. So
Facts.
Facts. But I'm not mad at the take though. I'm not mad at the take.
Joe Burrow gotta stop holding the ball too long, and that's why he keep getting hurt. Like this other quarterback, J.J. McCarthy, you really like, man. He's out. He's hurt. The man had 5 bad quarters? It was 6. He had what? No, 7. He had 7 horrible quarters and 1 good one. Yeah. And everybody remember the good one. But that last game, AJ, oh my goodness. But he's still a youngin. He's technically a Ben Simmons rookie.
Yeah.
So, AJ, this your squad. I'm looking at your standings right now. You got them as the 2nd seed. Winning the NFC North. You got them on new heights this year. When Sandown looked bad, you was like, using the chat like, I told you. And then your boy come on right after that. I'm just saying, he's hurt right now. He's out for. I'm not sure the time frame. I know he's out for this next game.
I think it's 2 to 5 weeks or something like that. I got 2 to 4. It might be 2 to 4. I gotta go back and double check.
So AJ, I'm gonna ask you because you're the Vikings guy on the show.
Mm-hmm.
should you still be confident in the Vikings?
Well, I want to preface by saying it's always bleed green, but I got love for the Vikings. I'm out here, you know what I mean. So I just
Yeah.
want to. I don't want people being like, he a Vikings fan. I'm high on them. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy going to the games out here. They cool. You know what I mean? But we bleeding green. You know what I mean? So let that be known. But to answer the question directly, no,
Mm.
no. I feel differently. I think if JJ McCarthy was going to be healthy over the next few weeks. The thing with the Vikings, there's a few things with the Vikings, right? I still love the defense and how the defense has been playing. You know, they have not been bad whatsoever. They have kept the Vikings in games and given them opportunities. I will say that about the defense. I still love the coaching staff, both coordinators, right? And obviously KOC, that's my guy. I rock with KOC. I think he's one of the best coaches in the league. But the issue with the Vikings is you need Addison back. Well, that's not the biggest issue. The biggest issue with the Vikings, I believe, is their offensive line. Because not only can you not pass protect, you can't run protect either. Like, you go back, Joe, and you look at this game. If Madison only rushing for 30 yards, right? And then your second leading rusher is JJ McCarthy with 25 yards. And then you got Jones, Aaron Jones with 23 yards. They're gonna lose that game. The Vikings showed their formula to success in the first game of the season. We gotta establish the run. We have to get the run game going. Then we can go into the play action. That opens up the field for JJ McCarthy to have a little bit of time in the pocket to dissect what the defense is doing and get the ball to his playmakers. But if we come out here just airing the ball out because the opponent has stopped the run, we have no shot. He's not there yet. He's not dropping back like Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. He ain't there. Don't know if he'll ever get there. But he ain't at that point, nowhere near that point yet. I don't care how great KOC dials it up. You have to establish the run. So if you're able to shut off the run with the Minnesota Vikings, you're probably going to beat this team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the offensive line is not protected for the run. And then when he dropped back to pass, yes, he's holding on to the ball a while.
Yes.
But, oh, my goodness, Joe, he ain't got a lot of time either. He ain't got no time either, Joe. Like, I sit back and I'm watching him and you know young quarterbacks too, man. Young quarterbacks, when you got hit a few times, he getting hit hard. This ain't no light little tap. Oh, put him on the ground. You know, I don't know if you seen that video with Kevin Hart where he's like, this is how you sack quarterback nowadays. So they throwing the flag on everything. You pick him up, lay him on the ground, put a pillow there, put a comforter, put a blanket on. This ain't that. He getting like every play, he getting smacked up. And I honestly, I hate to put it like this, but it kind of felt like it was a matter of time. I'm not gonna lie. It was like that first game, I'm like, yo, he getting they trying to kill this man out here. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
so the biggest issue with them right now, outside of JJ McCarthy, is their offensive line and their lack of a run game. And then the second thing outside of JJ McCarthy is he need Addison. He need Addison in the worst way. People sleep on how great Addison is. I think Addison is one of the best number twos in the league. I told one of my coworkers out here, I'm like, Addison remind me a lot of Devontae Smith. He remind me of, now the production ain't quite where Devontae's is as far as yardage, but he gonna get in that end zone and he gonna make plays, right? And so I think that he misses, and obviously he has not played with Addison yet, but I think he needs Addison to help take some pressure off of him trying to force the ball to Justin Jefferson or trying to force the ball to TJ Hawkinson. You need that other option out there, right? And I think you need the offensive line. I expected this offensive line to be better. I don't see it improving, right? JJ McCarthy's still young, so I don't see him taking, much of a leap if the offensive line does not improve. And then especially if the run game is not going, you putting a lot of pressure on your defense. And then you throwing Carson Wentz out there for the next 24. Let me look, and I haven't done this. I'm gonna do this on the record right now. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. Now, we just talked about the Bengals. There's without Joe Burrow out there, they have a chance. They have a chance to beat the Bengals. But I'm picking the Bengals to win that game, right? Then they play Pittsburgh. I'm picking Pittsburgh to win that game. They might beat Cleveland. they dang sure ain't beating Philadelphia, and the way the Chargers are playing, they ain't beating the Chargers either. And then after that, they got Detroit, they got the Ravens, they got the Bears, then they got the Packers, the Seahawks. It's not looking good, Joe. So I'd be lying if I said I was still confident in the Vikings as a 2 seed. I think that's over with. Not with Wentz. Not with Wentz. Wentz for the next 2 to 4 with Carson? Oh, nah, bro. It's a wrap. It's over with, bro. And then the last thing, you think JJ look bad without that offensive line? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Carson about to get back there, and you about to see some stuff, man. You about to
Yeah, I
see some
forgot
stuff.
Carson Wentz was a backup.
Yeah, man, I can't have confidence in the Vikings. I would be a little bit more again, I'll go back to this. Everything I just mentioned, I would still be a little bit more confident in the Vikings if JJ McCarthy didn't get hurt, because it's like, okay, I picked this team to be really good this year. I'm gonna stick by it because they still have all of the pieces intact that I thought would be intact. They're not playing well, but all the pieces are there, and let's just hope they figure it out. But without JJ now in the lineup, the guy that I believe is a flat out, I think he's a winner. He hasn't shown it too much this yet, but I think he's a winner. Showed it in college. I think he has the ability to show it in the pros. With Wentz out there, bro, nah, I got less faith in the Vikings than I do in the Bengals without their starting quarterbacks.
See, I think the issue right now is JJ McCarthy, and it's his youth, and he's still young. I disagree with you on the run blocking. I think they can. I think the poor sacks that he takes and the play calling, they don't stick with the run. There were multiple times when they got 7 yards, 6 yards out of a run, and they went back to a pass. It was one drive when they got 8 yards in a run, and then McCarthy got sacked right after that. So now, or first down, they drop out for a pass, and McCarthy gets sacked. He got sacked 6 times. 6 times that game.
That's not all on him patting the ball back there though, bro.
Now, I'm gonna give you this. When it comes to being hurried, he's 15th in the NFL. When it comes to being blitz, he's 18th in the NFL. So it just looked like that, and it's because he's being rushed. He's young. Just like when you watch Caleb Williams, you might say, "Dang, look at the O-line." No, Caleb just being rushed. Like Caleb, he swarms out the pocket too soon. So does JJ McCarthy. He don't sit there. Now, is he getting pressure? Yes, I will say that. But he also is getting rushed. It is because of his youth. He's young. He's still has to develop because they got the weapons. The O-line ain't the best, but it ain't the worst either. And they do have a nice running game because the only reason why they won against the Bears is because they stuck with the run game. It wasn't working the whole game. And then out of nowhere, they start getting momentum with the run. And next thing you know, JJ McCarthy got more comfortable in the play action. Boom, hit Jettis one time, hit Jettis again, and now he's feeling good. But this game, they had a hard time establishing the run. Look at the numbers. Eric Jones, he only had 23 yards, but he was 4.6 to carry. That's not bad.
They too busy giving the ball to Mason, who had Jordan Mason, who had 3.3.
Well, Jones got hurt.
9 carries.
Yeah, Jones got hurt, so Jordan Mason took over after he got hurt. But it's like if I go to the play-by-play, I promise it's probably like run, big run, sack, and it's like or first down, sack. Oh, we got now we got a pass. So that I think that's what's going on. But should you be confident because of the injuries? I would say no. Because of the injury. If JJ wasn't hurt, I would say just now being a 2 seed, that's different. You know what I mean? But being confident with the Vikings, they still have one of the best rosters in the NFL. And like you said, Jordan Addison is not back yet. But him being hurt, it would Carson Wentz. Oh.
Stop it.
The last time he played, he got sacked 9 times.
Bro. Back there. Nah, he was.
I thought he was 50 Cent. Yes, I know.
Yeah. Man, he didn't dodge not one sack, bro. He got no chance against Philly, bro.
I remember that game.
Crazy. That was when he was playing with Washington, right?
Yes, the score was 24-6. That's when I had 20. It was 24-0 in the first half.
Yep.
And Devontae Smith mauled somebody in the middle of the field. Like we got man.
Yeah, we was stumping him out. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We was stumping him out, man.
I remember I went to the game and it was like Is Wentz gonna play? I was like, nah, bro, he ain't playing today. He said, he ain't playing.
Bro. Yeah, man.
But yeah, let's
No,
go to these. Oh, you want to say something?
no, I was gonna say, I hear what you're saying. I just think that they could. I think that they could do a better job. From what I've seen, they have their moments when it comes to running the ball, but they need to lean on. Let's just say they need to lean on it more.
Yes, I'm with you on that.
They need to lean on it more. I personally don't like what I've seen from the offensive line. I think they've been decent at best, but I do think I think he has a little bit of sometimes he's holding the ball for a while. I think other times it's getting back there quick. Or at least it looked like it's getting back there quick. It seemed like it's you know that when you watching it seemed like they getting back there quick. And JJ, like, oh snap. And I think he a little bit more athletic than what he is. I think he a little bit, he a tick bit like you are athletic, but you ain't as athletic. And I think that's an issue that a lot of young quarterbacks coming out of college think they're a lot quicker and a lot faster, but they not accounting for the NFL speed and how smart these NFL players are. They know all the angles, bro. You're not getting away like you getting sacked, but just drop.
The NFL speed different.
It's much different.
You got some linemen go walk you down.
Facts.
Yeah.
But yeah, we go ahead and get to these pick'ems.
Let's go. Hey AJ. Oof, these records, man.
What you looking like? 16. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness, bro! Oh my goodness! 12. I had a bit of a better week than last week, but 12-20 is egregious, bro.
You did? You had a better week?
Yeah, I went 14 and 18 this week.
No, 14 and 8. Huh?
Yeah, it say on my what's the name? I went 14 and 18. Let me see.
What are they talking about? Cause
wait, no, that might be my total. No, take that back. On the total, it says my win-loss record is 14 and 18.
Oh,
but it says week one. It says week 1 I went 6 and 10. Week 2 I went 8 and 8.
Oh, you went 8 and 8?
I went 8 and 8 this past week.
Which ones you get right?
So I got.
Hold on. Let me put up my jump. Hold on.
I got Detroit. I got the Detroit game right. I got the Bengals game right.
You got the Bengals right?
I got the Bengals right. Yep. I got the Bengals game right. I got the Rams game right. I got the Niners game right. Then I took a bunch of. I took like 3 straight L's. Cowboys, Dolphins, Jets, Broncos, all L's. Then I got the Cardinals and Panthers game correct. I got the Eagles game correct. I got the Falcons and Vikings game correct, and then I got the Tampa Bay game correct.
So you catch. Okay, cool. You 14 and 18.
Okay, I'm catching up. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got fix me up, man. That was looking crazy. I'm like, oh.
That's on me. That's on me.
It's all good.
I had missed the Rams and the Rams and another one you said and the Bengals. Those are 2 I missed. All right, cool.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, I went 7 and 9.
7 and 9. Okay. What did you go week 1?
9 and 7.
9 and 7. Okay. So we it's tough, man. To the people that's watching. To the people that's watching, man, y'all might think it's sweet, but this is a lot harder than the regular just picking who gonna win the game, bro. The spreads are difficult, bro.
It is.
They are difficult.
All right, let's get to it.
Without further ado, let's get into it, man. We got the Miami Dolphins at the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins are favorite minus 12.5. I'm sorry, the Bills. The Bills are favorite minus 12.5. Dolphins at Bills. Bills are favorite minus 12.5.
Minus 12. I'm about to say the Miami Dolphins. Give me the Bills.
That would have been crazy.
12.5. Give me. I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins one more week.
Bro, that reaction you gave me told me this. Like, I must have said something wrong. Then I realized what I said. Like, oh yeah, no, my bad.
Like, huh? That's an easy one.
Right, you going with the? I think I'm gonna roll with the Dolphins too one more week. Just 12.5 is a pretty big spread, so I'm gonna go with the Dolphins reluctantly. But it's hard with the 12.5s. I think we both missed on the Ravens last week. They had a 12.5 as well.
No.
Oh, you went with it? You did go with it.
Yeah, I go with it, and they hit it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those spreads scare me, bro. Especially for a divisional game,
I know.
that scares me. We got the Green Bay Packers at the Cleveland Browns. The Packers are
I'm
favored.
sorry, AJ. I'm gonna go with the Bills, bro.
You gonna go with the Bills? Okay.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the breakup right here.
Okay. Fair. Fair. I'm a stick. 75% of people are favoring what you just said and going with the Bills. So you know what
Yeah,
I mean. And
bro.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
start. And now that I just did that, I'm gonna start doing the percentages real quick too. All
All
right.
right.
So Green Bay at Cleveland. Green Bay is favored in this matchup on the road minus 7.5, and 83% of people are going with Green Bay in the 7.5 spread.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna go with
The
the
Browns,
Browns. I think Jordan Love gonna turn the ball over this game.
bro, I'm interested in seeing them on the road, bro. That's my test for them.
I don't know, bro, but Joe Flacco and with that pressure, oh my gosh,
That's true. Is that is
he
I'm
gonna throw some
interested.
shit.
I'm interested. Like I said, I'm interested in seeing if it's gonna translate on
Oh, they
the
playing in
Browns.
Cleveland.
They playing in Cleveland. They
On
playing
the
in
Browns.
Cleveland. I'm gonna go with. I think the Packers win the game. I gotta see them on the road for a week, just for a week. Even against the Browns, they look ridiculous at home, but I just want to see these guys on the road.
And this
I'm gonna
seven
go.
and a half, right?
It's 7.5. Yep.
Good. That's a touch. Okay, as long as they lose by one possession.
Yep. All right, we got the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. The Indianapolis Colts are favored on the road against the Tennessee Titans minus 3.5, and the people are favoring the Colts in this matchup with the 3.5 spread. 78% of people. I think I'm going to.
I want to go
You
with
know, I'm gonna go.
Cowboys. I want to
Has
say.
had the Colts been on the road yet? Have both of their games been at home?
I think so.
I think I'm going with the Titans, bro. I
I
think
want
this.
to.
I think this. I think this. I never believed in Daniel Nichols. I don't see it, bro. He been balling so far, bro. At some point, bro, I don't see it, bro. Give me the Titans. I think Cam Ward get a win here. I think they win outright.
And this is in Tennessee, right?
This is in Tennessee, and 78% of people going with that spread for the Colts. That minus
Okay.
3.5.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. If the Colts win,
Okay.
win by field goal, man.
Okay. We got
So, yeah.
We got the Cincinnati Bengals at the Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings are favored in this matchup, minus 2.5. The people are rocking with the Vikings in this matchup. 55% of people pick the Vikings to win with this spread, the 2.5 spread at home. Two backups too. Give me the
And
give me give me the
this in
give me the,
Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota, bro. Give me. But this the one thing that does make it a little. Carson is throwing the Jettas. That's the one thing that's got me like.
And they're gonna get the Bengals. Well, the Trey Henderson gonna wreak havoc though.
Give me. I'm taking the Bengals.
I'm going to take the Vikings.
Okay, fair.
And
fair.
this is 2.5, right?
This is 2.5. Yep.
All right. Huh?
We got this is an interesting spread. We got the Steelers at the Patriots. The Patriots are favored in this matchup, minus 1.5. The people are with the Steelers in this, with the spread being plus 1.5 with the Steelers. And I'm going with the Steelers in that matchup.
Me too. I already wrote it down.
Yeah, I'm going with the Steelers in that matchup. Next, we got the LA Rams at the Philadelphia Eagles. Them birds, y'all know how we get down. The spread is 3.5 in favor of the home team, the Philadelphia Eagles. The people are also rocking with Philly with that 3.5 spread. 68% of people are picking Philly with that spread, and I'm gonna rock with Philly as well with that spread. I think we gonna make a statement against the Rams this week. I think we make a statement with the Rams this week.
Okay.
I think the big plays that people are asking for, we gonna get this week.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Okay. We are gonna
Plus
have some
3.5,
issues,
right?
3.5. We're gonna have some issues with Devontae Adams. That I know.
I want to see their defense get y'all too.
Yeah, facts. Because if our
But I
offensive
want to see
line,
their offense against y'all defense. Yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I want to see that too. Like, I
yeah.
want to see it.
If our offensive line can hold up with that Rams defensive line, they ain't got nothing on the back end. I'm sorry. They
Yeah,
got
yeah.
nothing on the back end. So we should be able to eat. But we should be able to eat. And I still don't know if they have an answer for Saquon. I mean, he rushed for
Yeah.
like almost 200 every time we saw them last year.
I
It felt
know.
like. So give me the Eagles with that spread. Next we got the New York Jets at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Shout out to Baker last
Yeah,
game. But
the
we got the
biggest like
Jets.
high.
Yeah, minus 6.5
No way. I'm
over the
going
New
with
York Jets. In this matchup right here. And 81% of people are with the Buccaneers on that 6.5 spread.
86% now. Is it 81%?
81%. Yep.
82%. I'm going with the Bucks.
hey, 83%. I'm going with the Bucks too. I'm going with the Bucks too
Yeah.
with that spread at home at that.
No Fields either.
No
Probably.
Fields.
He's in
Yep.
concussion protocol.
Oh yeah, he's out. He's out for the next week, maybe two, just depending on how it goes. Wishing him a speedy recovery though, of course. Concussions ain't nothing to play with.
It's not.
We got the Las Vegas Raiders at the Washington Commanders.
Oh,
The
yes.
Commanders are favored in this matchup at the crib, minus 2.5. 76% of people are picking the Commanders with this spread at 2.5 at home. And I'm not going to lie. That boy Gino went out there throwing them picks last game. I think he going to come back and have a decent game against y'all. And I don't know if is Jaden going to play.
I don't care who play. I'm taking us. Marcus Mariota will be fine.
I'm gonna take the Raiders. If Jaden is out there with what I know right now, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Yeah,
If
you got.
Jaden is out there, but I'm concreting this pick. I'm concreting it.
Okay.
But I'm just saying for the record, I think mentally it changes for me if Jaden is out there. But if he can't play, and I don't know, and I know you're gonna save this take probably for your last words. I don't think they should rush Jaden back. I really don't. I think they should let Jaden heal up. Especially if they had the type of aspirations that you've been talking about, NFC Championship, Super Bowl. I would let them rest up, tell Marcus Mariota to take over. So with that mindset, I would have the Raiders. But if you go out there and he looked like Jaden, I mean, I got the Commanders. But I'm sticking with the Raiders in this. I think, they calling Gino, but he ain't calling back. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna call back. Not this week.
Man, that performance was horrible.
It was horrible, bro. I think. And bro, Ashton. I know the offensive line is rough, but dang, I need a little something from Ashton Genty at some point.
Your
My
fantasy league?
gosh, yeah, I got him in one of my leagues, man. He killing me, bro. I'm thinking about benching him this week, man. Golly, oh my goodness. Anyway, we got the Atlanta Falcons at the Carolina Panthers. The Falcons are favored in this matchup, minus 5.5. The people are favoring the Falcons as well in this matchup with that 5.5 spread. 75% of people are going with the Falcons with that 5.5 spread.
Is it in Carolina?
It's in Carolina.
All right, I'm gonna go with the Panthers. Plus 5.5.
I'm gonna rock with the Falcons. We got the Houston. What was that?
Their defense look good. The Falcons.
It does. We got the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars are favored in this matchup, minus 1.5. The people, however, are with the Houston Texans with that 1.5 spread. So I'm gonna give it to the Texans.
They just look horrible right now.
I think, did I say 63% of people are going with that spread?
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Texans too because of their defense, and Trevor Lawrence will get them the ball. So Texans plus 1.5, right?
Yep.
All
Texans
right,
plus 1.5. All right, next we have the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers. I hate on them a lot. I say what I got to say about Herbert, but I do like how he playing so far.
He balling.
So shout out to Herbert. He balling. People are already like, oh, he gonna win MVP. I'm like, oh, please don't. But I will tell the people this: if he continue at this pace and he wins a playoff game, I will come off my stance. I will be fair in that regard. I will come off my stance of I'm not sure he's a winner, but he gotta continue to play this way, or at least close to it, and he gotta win at least one play. This team is good enough to win at least one playoff game. With
It
that
is.
being, I mean, with that being said, I didn't say the spread or nothing. I'm just looking at it. We got the, my bad. I'm about to give my prediction. I didn't even say the spread. We got the Denver Broncos. Okay, we got the Denver Broncos at the Chargers. The spread is in favor of the Chargers winning this game minus 2.5. The people are favored in the Chargers with that 2.5 spread. 78% of people are picking the Chargers.
Dang, the Chargers can go 3-0 in the division with this
Yeah,
win. So I'm going with the Chargers.
I'm a. All right, Herbert. Now you know I probably pick you to lose every week now. I'm gonna do it again. I got the Broncos. I got the Broncos. Because I gotta stick with what I was saying about the Broncos, man. Y'all gotta capitalize on the Chiefs not looking good. Y'all gotta rack up some wins early, bro, especially in division. Y'all gotta get these. Give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. I had to think about it, like they're playing the Broncos though. Give me the Broncos. Give me the Broncos. We have the New Orleans Saints at the Seattle Seahawks. The spread favors the Seattle Seahawks minus 7.5 at home. The people also like that spread in favor of the Seahawks at 7.5 spread. 72% of people are rocking with that.
I'm rocking with it too.
Really?
That's a big spread, but yeah, I'm rocking with it.
You know what? Still ain't seen enough from Sam Darnold. Give me the Saints. At least getting within that. Yeah, they lose by less than a touchdown. They lose by less than a touchdown. I'm gonna take this. Is gonna be an interesting week, Joe. Either I'm going to a place of no return, or I'm surpassing you with these picks. Man.
I know we're picking a lot of opposites.
A lot of opposites with this one, man. This is gonna get interesting. And the thing about it is, I'm going against the people a lot. I don't know how I feel about that, but we're gonna see how it goes. We got the Dallas Cowboys, very interesting game against the New York Giants, but we got the Dallas Cowboys at the Chicago Bears. The Bears are favored in this matchup minus 1.5 at home. The people are going with the Cowboys with this 1.5 spread though. 79% of people are picking the Cowboys at a plus 1.5 spread, and I'm gonna go with Dallas too.
The Bears are favorite. I'm surprised.
I know they at home, but they are favored 1.5. Yeah.
I'm going with the Bears.
Really? Ooh. That shocked me. That's a shocker. I'm not gonna lie. I'm
going with the Bears. It's gonna be a game when Kyle's gonna be the laughing stock again.
We got the Arizona Cardinals at the San Francisco 49ers. The spread is in favor of the San Francisco 49ers minus 1.5 at home. The people are also rocking with the Niners with that 1.5 spread against the Cardinals and San Francisco. 62% of people are picking the 49ers with that 1.5 spread. That minus 1.5 spread.
I'm going with the Cardinals.
Interesting.
Plus one.
I'm gonna go with San Fran at home here.
Oh yeah, we definitely going. Our record's gonna go somewhere.
Yeah. This is yeah. Oh, we got these that last one gonna be very interesting. We got the Kansas City Chiefs at the New York Giants. The spread is in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs on the road minus 5.5.
Dang.
The people also are favored in the Chiefs with this 5.5 spread. 74% of people are picking the Chiefs with that spread. The Chiefs got to win at some point. The Giants,
See, it's a spread. They're going to win, but it can also...
It's going to be ugly?
It could be an ugly win. But I'm going to go with the Chiefs 5.5. Dang. They could easily win by 5 points, though. And not going to lose.
Easily. I'm going at some point, they got to get it together. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs. We'll see how they look the following week, but I'm going with the Chiefs this week. Last but not least, in my opinion, the most interesting spread of the weekend. Okay. Monday night, we got the Detroit Lions at the Baltimore Ravens. The spread is in favor of the Baltimore Ravens, minus 5.5.
Dang.
But the people who do the pick'ems are rocking with the Lions in this plus 5.5 spread. 55%, just barely. 55% of people are rocking with the Lions in that spread of 5.5 to plus 5.5. But 45% of people are going saying that, yeah, the Ravens going to win by about at least 6 or 7 points.
That's gonna be a game though.
This is a
Heavyweight.
interesting. This is This one I agree. I think this is more heavyweight for sure. This is an interesting one to call though. I'm not gonna lie, Joe.
I'm going with the Ravens minus 5.5. Lamar Jackson in prime time
At home,
at home
the Lions looked really good this past week
against the Bears.
Against the Bears, that's true. But
Oh, did the Ravens?
That's true. The Ravens defense. I know they was just playing against Josh Allen week 1, but
I see, but Lamar on a different level, bro. They gonna go crazy on Detroit like they did last time they played Detroit.
oh, this is tough. This is a tough one. On the road, this is in Baltimore.
Who car?
This is very tough, bro. I wish the spread was a little closer. But I think I'm going to rock with Baltimore as well.
Oh, okay.
I think I'm going to go with Baltimore. We got to agree on something today. I'm going to go with Baltimore. This is going to be interesting this week, Joe. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm curious what car went for the Ravens, though, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get it, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so my last word, great show, AJ, like always. Shout out to the whole Refuse to Lose family. Shout out to everybody on AJ channel talking about full time out. And appreciate all the viewers from all the different all of our platforms that we have. And make sure you guys subscribe and follow us on all our platforms too. Now, the Commanders. I am agreeing with you. I think we should rush Jaden Daniels this week. I don't think it's serious, but what's the point? Like, why rush him out there? I think last year we rushed him with the rib injury because of the matchup it was. We playing the Bears, who were 4-2 at the time, and they in our conference. This game matters and seeding, like all that stuff, But with the Raiders, bro, like, can they beat us? It's the NFL. But like, come on, like, I just saw what happened on Monday, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, our defense is not as good as a Chargers defense. We don't have a Derwin James playing 6 positions in one night. So, but Marcus Mariota been here his second year. Every time he came in for Jaden Daniels, he's played well.
He played very well.
We got weapons, so just throw him in there, let JD5 sit. He's going to try to play. Tell that man to sit down for 1 week. And then let him come back ready when we play the Falcons. A real legit matchup in our conference. So that's my take on that. And appreciate everybody for tuning in. That's it.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everybody on my channel, everybody on the R2L channel. Always a pleasure doing the show with you, Joe. Great episode. Like usual. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, the R2L YouTube channel. Follow us on every TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere you see us. Make sure you follow, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Best speedy recovery to Jaden. I want to see Jaden out there. I don't want to see Jaden going through no injuries. I want Jaden 100% so we can see if Jaden is going to go on this MVP run or if he's going to kind of hit a bit of a slump like I kind of anticipate. I'm really interested. I think he's been so far. I thought he was pretty. I thought he was pretty good week 1. I did. I thought he missed some throws, but I thought overall when you watch the game and then you look at the numbers, I thought he played pretty well. This past week I was like, it was ugly. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't pretty.
It looked like y'all us against y'all last year Thursday night. That's what it looked like. Look at he like that.
Yeah, it was a little rough out there. So wish him a speedy recovery. Want to see him out there, and don't think they should rush him back. I think y'all should be good without him for this week, and definitely bring him back for that Falcons game because that's going to be a pivotal game later down the road. But as far as the Eagles are concerned, man, listen, just even though I hate sometimes how the numbers look and all of that, at the end of the day, at this point in the season, Eagles fans understand we gonna get trolled. People gonna have something to say no matter what. It is what it is. This early in the season, it is about stacking wins. Early in the season and in the playoffs, it's just about winning the game, in my opinion. Even though I think this game could be a statement game for us coming up, you don't have to have statement games in the first 5-6 weeks of the season. Just get a win. Especially against, conference opponents, divisional opponents. Just get a win. Because those wins stack up later down the road when you're looking at seeding and stuff. Next thing you know, you got all kind of tiebreakers and things of that nature. So no matter how it looks, no matter how, flashy it is, how ugly it is, just get the wins. And eventually, we will build similar to how we built last season, and we will hit a stride where we soaring above all, okay? Where we soaring above all right? So just be patient. I'm also talking to myself. Be patient. Let it come together. The defense is already playing well. Thank God for Vic Fangio. Vic Fangio becoming my favorite defensive coordinator for Philly ever. Like, I love Vic Fangio, bro. I love Vic Fangio. That's my guy. So thank God for him keeping the defense in order. And let's just keep stacking wins. I never seen so many people troll a 2-0 team, a 2-0 quarterback. Even our own fans. We gotta be better. Yes, we gotta be better. But winning week 2 by 41 points don't make you a Super Bowl contender. It don't. It ain't gonna get you a ring. You don't want to peak right now. You want to peak towards the end of the season, like we did last year. We played our best games of the year in the NFC Championship game and in the Super Bowl. That's when we were at our absolute best. Let's try to do it again this year, man. But at the end of the day, Joe, I'm 2-0. So you know how I'm feeling. I'm unfazed, man.
Unfazed. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.